Oh, hello YouTube, I'm Dapie45 and welcome to my channel. So, it is officially 2021 now. 2020 has come and passed, and of course with the new year, it does give me some time to self-reflect on the year that has passed. Of course, many of us were quarantined at home and we couldn't really go outside our house, outside of the essentials like going to the grocery stores or going to the doctors. And of course, me as a college student, that means I have to do all my learning online. But of course, for many, college is a time when people find themselves and discover themselves. And I feel like I haven't had the chance to do that because I'm just indoors the whole time. If only there were a way that I could find myself while I'm still doing online classes. That's it! I could watch that new movie Soul by Pixar. It's all about this soul that tries to find its purpose for living, and that would be such a great movie for me to find myself. And of course, I did start off the Movies with Dapie series with all the Pixar movies, so it's only right that I start off 2021 with a Pixar movie as well, especially with the new one that came out just on Christmas Day. Well, I think it's time that I go watch the movie Soul now, so I could learn more about myself. So after watching that movie, it looks like what I need to find is my spark. So I'm gonna go outside and try to figure out what my spark is. And so it's like I'm in college, however, I'm just walking my daily life, but also finding my spark in life. But first, I gotta do a review of this movie. Soul follows this character of Joe Gardner as he gets his popular jazz gig. However, right after he gets the gig, he does pass away, and this movie follows him as he tries to get back to his body so that he could play the gig on time. Soul is a pretty good movie. The characters of Joe and Soul 22 are pretty interesting, and of course all the other characters you meet in it are pretty interesting, like I believe the characters Moonwind and the band that Joe is playing with, as well as the student who I think his name is Connie. They're all pretty great, and all the Jerrys, they're all pretty great. They all do a great job. And all the actors do a great job too. Jamie Foxx is great as Joe. However, Tina Fey as Soul 22 isn't my favorite. Just something about her voice and how she portrays the character just isn't my favorite. I think it's probably also partly the character, which I didn't like too much, but it was still a pretty good story told altogether. Just the character of Soul 22 and Tina Fey, how she portrayed it, wasn't my favorite. This movie has an interesting story. It does remind me of the mix of Coco and Inside Out. Those two the stories kind of mix, of course, with Coco, how it's about death and the afterlife, as well as Inside Out with the emotions that kind of look like the soul, but different. So it's hard to explain. Of course, you should watch it yourself, but of course the story is different than those two movies. But I had to get the vibe of those two movies in this movie, and it's done pretty well, and the story is good. I give this movie my final rating of 9 out of 10. It's a pretty good movie, and all the characters are pretty great, of course with the exception of 22, who just isn't my favorite. But of course there are other people who do like her, so you may enjoy her as a character. But of course, a lot of things in this movie are pretty great. The comedy's pretty great, the animation, the music, it's just all done pretty well, and the story altogether is a great movie. And if you haven't seen it before, I do suggest that you watch it. And now that I finished this review, I think it's time that I go outside and try to discover myself for who I am and what my purpose is. So 22 found her spark by walking in Joe's shoes. So I'm just going to try to walk around here and see if I can find my spark. I don't get it. I did everything I saw in that movie. However, I didn't find my spark. What do you want? Toy Story 2? This is the first movie I did on my Movies with Dapie series. The second video I uploaded on this YouTube channel. Are you trying to tell me something? Is this my spark? Are these videos that I make for entertainment my spark in life? Thank you, Ditto. This really means a lot.